Guys, Lil Tay is threatening to sue me. I'm being serious. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
Guys, before we get into today's video, please like and subscribe. Yes, today we're talking again about Lil Tay, which I did not expect. I thought this was going to be a one-off, but she's decided to threaten to sue me through Instagram DM. Anyways, let me get into the situation for those of you who are unaware of what's going on. Now, I made a video about Lil Tay recently, and for those of you who don't know who she is, you can go and watch that video. She is a phenomenon on the internet, and she has been famous on social media for quite some time for her personality and her posts since she was a very young child. And when she turned 18, she decided to start an OnlyFans. And that OnlyFans made $1 million in 3 hours, according to Lil Tay herself. Now, we spoke about that idea of being on OnlyFans at the ripe age of 18. We spoke about the men who are purchasing this content, what it means to make $1 million in 3 hours, whether or not it's worth it for young women to engage in this and call this a career and make sex work an occupation for themselves as soon as they are able to do it. And of course, you guys know my stance on that, and you can check out, again, the video if you want to see the full discussion. But on August 5th, apparently, I got a DM from Lil Tay that I was unaware of, and I'll read it to you right now. It says, "Hi, your video contains false and defamatory claims about me and my family. You are using our names and images for clicks and profit, which is illegal." Just so everybody knows, and I guess we'll respond to this in pieces, it is in fact not illegal to use the name or images of a public figure or a social media personality online in a video and to engage in commentary or even criticism of their actions. And if you go and watch that video, I didn't really criticize Lil Tay all that much. I do in fact believe, and this is my personal opinion, that she is the result of a lot of exploitation, and that's exploitation at the hands of our society. It's exploitation at the hands of men and male validation. It's exploitation possibly at the hands of family members. It seems to be very, very layered here. And yes, I can speak about that. Let's continue. It says, "You have 24 hours to delete it or face legal action." And what day is it now? We missed that 24-hour window, but I think we're going to be okay. She says, "This includes lawsuits for defamation, misappropriation of likeness, false light, and cyber harassment. If your content leads to harassment or financial harm, you can also face criminal charges. Some states allow up to 1 year in jail for this." I mean, according to those OnlyFans numbers, which was $1 million in 3 hours, I don't think my content is going to be creating any financial harm for Miss Lil Tay. And I don't think I am at risk of having done anything that she is threatening to sue me for. But you guys can check out that video, as I said, and let me know if I defamed or harassed or misappropriated the likeness of Lil Tay. And if I'm going to jail, that's going to be a story. And 1 year later, I'll be back on YouTube to speak to y'all, okay? And lastly, she says, "You are liable for damages of $50,000 or more. This is your only warning." Okay. I don't have $50,000 to give you, Lil Tay, and I won't if you sue me and you win, but I have a feeling you won't. I do have some requests. Can Judge Judy preside? The Honorable Judge Judy. And if not, maybe Judge Joe Brown or Judge Toller. And it's not Miss Toller, it's Judge Toller. Guys, you know, I find this fascinating because the thing I'm not expecting when making videos like this is the person who really we're looking at as, in my opinion, a victim of society and maybe other, forces at play here. I'm not expecting that person to sort of come after me and make an accusation as bold as something like defamation or misappropriation of likeness or cyber harassment, which is in fact really bold. And to Lil Tay, if you do end up watching this, I feel no ill will towards you. In fact, I'm on your side. You don't see it, but I am. And I think this conversation is not about any one person in particular. I'd like to extrapolate the conversations about OnlyFans and these top 1% creators like Lil Tay and Sophie Rain and Bella Thorne to talk about the broader systems at play, the broader cultural forces at play, the men who are engaging with and purchasing this content, the women who are making this content. And maybe we can flip it around and say there are women who are purchasing this content, albeit a little bit at a lesser rate than men are. And there are men making this content too. And I can't think, personally, that any of this is going to lead to fulfillment, to prosperity, although it may lead to financial prosperity for some. And I will repeat one of the biggest claims in this video that I want people to hear if this is going to get more views because she's threatening to sue me. Young women, I don't know if OnlyFans and sex work is a career we should jump straight into. And I don't think it's a career that you should jump straight into at the age of 18. I think we have different pursuits, passions, interests, obsessions that we can put all of our energy into before selling our bodies or photos of our bodies or messages or anything like that on the internet. And that was really what's at the heart of this discussion involving Lil Tay. It has nothing to do with Lil Tay. I view Lil Tay as a piece of a puzzle, an unfortunate puzzle, who is being exploited online, in my opinion, whether or not she believes that or not. So yeah, you can threaten to sue me for defamation, which is just what we do. Americans love to sue. America is the land of lawsuits, but I have a feeling this is not a very strong lawsuit, but I mean, whatever. You can try. Defamation seems to be a really hot word right now. This is giving Brigitte Macron, but on a much, much lower level. I don't know. I'm not scared of this in any way, shape, or form. And it's unfortunate that Lil Tay seems to be more upset at me than the men who are willing to purchase her freshly 18 content online. Ooh, that's the kicker. And who knows if this is even Lil Tay messaging me. Could be a manager, a family member, ChatGPT at this point with the society we're living in. I don't know who is behind this, but I will say, when you choose to be a public figure on the internet and engage in social media in any way, shape, or form, and even the way that Lil Tay does, you open yourself up to criticism, discussion, discourse. And that's exactly what's happened in a story that we all knew was going to blow up, and Lil Tay herself knew it was going to blow up. $1 million in 3 hours on OnlyFans is a big story, and the story is not even necessarily about her. So feel free to drop your thoughts in the comments down below, because I too am a public figure who is opening myself up to criticism and discussion by even posting this video. And I welcome it. If you guys disagree with anything I said in this video, duke it out, but do so respectfully in the comments down below. And yeah, if you like this video, like, subscribe, click the notification bell to be notified every single time I post a video for you guys, which is every day. And I will see you guys tomorrow.